Okay, great. It's good to see everybody here. You found us here in the third window of the World Cup qualifiers, of which we currently sit at 4-0. We're number one in our group, number one in the Americas. I first just want to thank all the players that gave their time, during their season, as well as now coming even in their off season as well, to help us push this thing forward. As well as all of our athletes. That coming out of their seasons late, this is always the most difficult time in our quad, just because of the proximity to the end of their seasons. We had players that were in the playoffs in the NBA, players that were in the playoffs overseas, but they're still here. I think showing their commitment, their desire, for the country, and we want to thank them, as well as Nathaniel Mitchell, who did a tremendous job, coaching our team during the windows and launching us here. Now will find himself within the staff as Gordie Herbert now, as we know, comes in to lead our group, moving forward. I think that this is a time that we're going to look at some of the athletes. We have more than 50 athletes, as we shared, that have committed to playing for the country. You need this amount of athletes. It's a long road. There's many windows. Summer, November, February, July, August. You can see it. It's just you need to have a collection of guys that will help you, and we do have that, and we have guys that are committed for this quad. The 16 athletes that will be in training camp moving forward are 16 players out of the 24 that we shared a few weeks ago as a part of the summer roster. And once again, I will share, we have all kinds of things going on with our players. These players are people. They're human beings. They've got things going on in their lives, right? They've got injuries. There's contractual status. There's team obligations, right? One of our guys is getting married right now. I mean, there are a lot of things that are going on with these players. There's injury. There's fatigue. There's many, many things happening that make it so that a player might not be able to commit or able to play in a particular window, okay? But let's go ahead and get going. We've got 16 players. We'll start here with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Charles Bediako, Aaron Best, Kem Birch, Dillon Brooks, Marcus Carr, Keyshawn George, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Mfiondu Kabengele, Thomas Kennedy, Leonard Miller, Andrew Nemhard, Ryan Nemhard, Cassius Robertson, Jackson Rowe, and Kyle Wilcher. This will be the 16 players that will move forward to represent the country in our two games, July 3rd and July 6th. I don't know why I have to put out a reminder. We need people to get out to Ticketmaster and get these tickets. We've got to fill this stadium. Our players are here. We very rarely get opportunities to play in our country. And, this is a call to our whole country here, right? I don't want to hear people sharing, I want our players to play. They need to show up and play, and they got to be wanting to play for the country. And then when they do, and they come here, we don't fill the stadium, right? We're in Canada. We need to fill the stadium, right? There's players here that want something for their country, and their country has to want it for them too, and for us too. Additionally, we will have players present in camp that are not able to play this window, but again remain on our summer roster. R.J. Barrett, Luguentz Dort, Benedict Mathurin, Dwight Powell, Kelly Olynyk, and Zach Edey. These players will be present. They'll be here. They'll be supporting the group, sharing with the players. They'll be learning, again, the systems coach is putting in, and they'll be ready hopefully whenever they are called. Okay, so at this point I will turn it over to Gordie.
To piggyback what Rowan said, we're 4-0 going into this window. The players and coaches, led by Nate Mitchell, did a great job getting us to this point. This would be the first time we've kind of integrated the NBA players into this group. The vision is gold, World Cup, Olympics, but we're still looking to qualify for the Worlds. And we have 4 days of practice and we play. We're looking to build a base with player continuity over the next 2 to 3 years. And this is how we'll get to where we want to get to. With national teams, it's very important the word commitment and continuity. We have a group of elite individuals and a lot of players who can impact the game in different ways. But first and foremost, we need to create a team mentality. It just doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time. It's a process. And that's what we're starting with today and continuing what the players did in the windows.
Thanks, Gordon. Thanks, Gordie. Thanks, Rowan. We'll have Shai, Dillon, and Nickeil now come up to the stage. Some housekeeping for media. If you have a question, just raise your hand, and we'll make sure we pass the microphone around.
Don't look at camera. Don't look at camera.
Guys, welcome back to camp. I'll just start off with the first question to get things going. For all three of you, if you could just speak to what it's like being back with Canada basketball and your commitment to the program in 2026.
It feels great. I think all of us are hungry to get back to playing for our country, and seeing new faces that want to join and be a part of this is amazing to see. But I'm totally excited and ready to start getting this work in.
Yeah, excited. Obviously, basketball is all of our pride and joys. Have fun playing it. And then to be able to do it on this platform with guys that we grew up with, guys that we played against growing up is another awesome feeling. But yeah, like Dillon said, super excited and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm more excited just about being with everybody, just laughing and enjoying my time. Coming to national team and getting to play for your country is a big honor and it means a lot. But when you have a good group of guys and you laugh, you get along, and you get to enjoy the game you love, it's fun.
Hey guys, John Chidley-Hill from the Canadian Press. We just heard Rowan say how this is the most difficult stretch of the quad. So I was hoping all three of you could speak as to why it was so important for you to participate in these two upcoming games.
I guess the logistics is difficult, but being here, playing for your country isn't. And I think, from last year with the guys I played in the Americas Cup, we all had a meeting and we were all committed, so we all knew what the process was. So.
Yeah, playing for your country is something I dreamed about as a kid, and being able to have the opportunity to do so, I just choose the opportunity to do so every single time. It's that simple for me. Now, everybody has their own life, their own personal things going on, and if I personally couldn't be here, I wouldn't be here, but I have the opportunity to be here, so I'm going to be here every time.
Yeah, like what these guys said, it's just about the commitment part, and I'm committed to playing, but also playing at home and playing in front of the home crowd is something you definitely want to do.
Andrew Damblin with CHCH Hamilton. Shai, when you're on the court, you don't seem stressed at all. And I'm wondering, do you feel stressed? Are there moments when you're stressed on the court? And maybe when you're battling Dillon in the first round of the playoffs and you're posting him up in the second quarter, hitting that fadeaway over him, pointing at him. For Dillon, after Shai, do you ever want to shake Shai and be like, hey, can you just wake up for a second and show that emotion?
I want to tackle him after that.
To answer your question about being stressed, in the game, I'm so like in the moment and worrying about like winning the game that I don't really feel those type of emotions. But like leading up to it and afterwards is definitely stress, pressure, all those things that come with wanting to win so bad, especially at a high level. But I try to tell myself like just be in the moment. And if you could tell the younger version of yourself, you'd be in this position today, you'd just be happy and play the game that you love at this high level. So that's what I try to think about.
I think he's very unrattled, and that's why he's our captain of our team, super composed, knows the game. And I will never forget after we lost, to France, that Rowan told him that, he's got to be our leader and lead us to where we need to be. So that's why we all here.
Hi there, Michael Grange from Sportsnet. Good to see you all here. Each of you are on really good teams in the NBA and competitive teams, which aspire to be playing deep into the postseason over these next 3 years. And just wondering, as athletes, like how do you kind of plan or manage, what could be a ton of basketball if everything goes well in the next couple of years?
I guess it's just like one of the things that we talked about is being professional, and it's kind of like who we all are throughout, no matter where we play. But it's just a matter of just taking care of your body, and if it means that much, you do whatever it takes to be available to play.
Yeah, I also don't think it's like a burden. Like we love basketball at the end of the day, and we're grown men playing a game that we love. Not a lot of people get to experience that and get to go through that joy in the competition. And I think like when we're all done one day, we'll look back on those days and wish we could still have them. So like enjoy them while you still have them, for sure.
Yeah, 100% on that. I guess it's just the experiences you get to have. That was my first time being in the Olympics, first time being in the World Cup. I'll never forget those moments with the guys that I play with. So, like Shai said, it's not a burden. I enjoy coming back. I love playing for my country. I love playing with these guys in this FIBA challenge.
Hey, Oren Weisfeld with the Globe and Mail. Question for all of you, but if you could just speak a bit to like the continuity, the 3-year commitment. Nickeil, especially you, because you were there in 21 when you guys went to Victoria, which was the last time this team didn't really have a lot of lead up to a major tournament. And in the last 2 quads now, obviously, there has been the ask. So I'm just wondering from the player's perspective, like, do you guys understand why that shift has happened? And do you guys see the benefits now that you've played some FIBA?
I guess our time is now. We have a lot of talent right now coming from all age groups. So I guess the commitment is needed, for us to, take the steps to where we want to be, which is gold.
Yeah, I think it's just what Dillon's saying is our goal and our overall objective is to win, to place on the podium, to do something so special for our country. And I think it's kind of like as much opportunity as you get to do that, as much as we get to play the game we love and come together. Life's greatest teacher is going to be experience. So the more experience we can build together is just invaluable.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Lee Van Osmond, Toronto Star. You guys all were part of the core, played World Cup, played Olympics. I kind of want to know for you guys, what were some of the highs, the lows, and what still maybe plays back in your head about that run that you guys had?
The fun we had, like as a group, like off the court, not only on the court. Obviously, the victories are the highs and the losses are the lows. But the constant is the camaraderie and the friendships that you build and you build upon when you go through this process. And that's what, above all, is exciting and the most fun about this process is just like going out there and doing what you love with your brothers and growing those experiences and those relationships.
Winning is one thing and losing is learning. And I think that was early. We had a new coach, and we had new players. That was my first time playing with these guys. So I think winning against France was a super high for us. And then, losing and going through that adversity with Brazil made us an even better team, closer connected, and then made history. I think that was the main thing. And to go piggyback off the last question, that's why there's a commitment, because we see what's in front of us. It's not like before where we're just playing to play. We're here to, wear this flag on our back and wear it with that pride.
I feel like they kind of both touched on it, but I think the main thing is like you learn so much from losing, but then the experience. You're going places that like basketball's taking you to, like Indonesia. Like I would never go to Indonesia. It still was basketball. That just wasn't on my mind. But you also get to experience the world and life through a commonality of people that love the game, or come from where you come from, share the same experiences as you, like playing with Marcus when I was in grade 6, knowing him since I was 11 years old, 12 years old. Like that's something you wouldn't expect when you're a kid and you dream about, but like being able to do so. And now look at us as grown men and fathers. Like, so I think all in all is just the game. Like it never fails to surprise you, and you never know where it'll bring you, but as long as you're open to the experience and the joy of it and giving your all, just enjoying the ride.
Hey guys, Josh Woodward with TSN. I know you're working up towards your own World Cup, but curious if you've been watching and following the other World Cup, and if so, what's it been like watching Canada have that kind of success?
I think it's been great. I've been to a couple games. I went to a game in Toronto. I went to a game in Vancouver. I know they're probably, ecstatic, for the success that they had, and support is fully here throughout the whole country, no matter what. And I can't wait to see who they play next in the next round.
Yeah, watching their games and their success, it's been inspiring. Like to see the growth of that program and where it's coming in such a short amount of time, the growth of the players, it's been inspiring, it's been fun, and makes you proud to be Canadian.
Yeah, I don't know much about soccer, but I support Canada, so that's pretty much it. Like, I'm happy they're doing well.